We all want someone to love.
I am whatever he wants me to be.
But you've never seen love like this before.
I love giving orgasms. I love getting them.
Provocative.
We happen to be first cousins.
I'm a full-time baby girl.
Eye-opening.
Washing is just pure fun.
There's never a bad foursome.
Outrageous.
It's hot. I like it. We really enjoy clown sex.
Proving there's always someone for everyone.
I share my home with 12 dolls.
Or something.
Once you drink the Kool-Aid, you never go back.
Who wouldn't like to live their king 24/7?
This is Extreme Love. Tonight, see how a professional pickup artist
You're really cute and had to come chat you up.
keeps his girlfriend satisfied.
Since we've been together, I mean, we've been with over 100 partners.
But how will he react when she steals a few hotties using his techniques?
Oh, your girlfriend's really something else. I like it.
And meet another pickup artist, a photographer whose favorite model is also his latest lover. But what happens when his other girlfriends get jealous?
Sarah's pissed off with me because I took Magda out today. Why wasn't it her? You know.
And then meet a woman whose biggest asset,
Do you like big feet?
her giant feet, may crush her relationship when her boyfriend demands she kick her kink to the curb.
Start to be a little bit weird for me.
But first, in the United Kingdom, retired psychiatric nurse Dean may be officially single, but he's developed an unusual relationship with some women he found online.
5 years ago, if someone had told me that I was doing what I'm doing now, I would have laughed and said, no way. It's too weird, too creepy, really. I would have probably said that. But now I can't imagine not doing it. I am a doll photographer.
Dean's dolls are more commonly known as sex or love dolls, and his desire to photograph them started with one special lady.
This is Sarah. She is the first doll I got. So she does have a special place in my heart, I guess, is the right way to put it. With Sarah, it's just, oh God, she just looks so good. I can't help it. And I did a few little saucy ones like that. I mean, she's been with me 3 years now, and it's a very weird thing because I do get an emotional connection with her. To me, she looked like she'd come alive.
And Sarah not only has a special place in his heart, but also his bed.
She did get a body upgrade for her birthday, actually, because I really wanted to be in more standing shots.
That's the only reason why you...
Yes, that's the only reason I'm telling you.
Sarah came into Dean's life at a point when he needed her most.
I don't want to overemphasise that I was feeling lonely, but I was more aware that I had longer periods of time on my own.
Newly retired, twice divorced, and his kids grown and out of the house, Dean was lacking companionship.
I became intrigued, really, as to what it would be like to have something that looked very, very real and human in the house, and whether that would give me a sense that I had some company here. And it did. It is strange, because I don't have an emotional bond with my toaster or my fridge, but I do definitely with Sarah. I can't help it because there's such a connection with the stuff that I'm doing that gives me this sense of self-esteem, and it's coming from her and her sisters.
Over the last 3 years, the population in Dean's house has grown.
Well, I share my home with at least 12 dolls. Magda, she's only been here about 6 weeks, and her makeup is more or less as it was done in the factory, so I've just accentuated the eyes a little bit with some wings there, and I did put a bit more blue eyeshadow on. Don't get me wrong, I haven't gone down the rabbit hole to the point where I constantly talk to my dolls. I do talk to them occasionally, but it's hard when you've got something that looks very close to a real person. You can't help but project elements of personality onto them. But I think that's a normal human reaction.
Dean isn't afraid to take his girls out on a photo shoot or a date in public.
We're going to be taking Magda out today. It's a little bit chilly, so I'm going to pop her on a cardigan. They're terrible for losing jewellery because they don't tell you. You would if you had to pay for it, though. Oh, she's been dribbling. It's that lip gloss. She's not too heavy, but she's about 36 kilos.
When he's out and about, Dean likes making his dolls seem as lifelike as possible.
All right, we're going to give you some glasses. It enhances the realism because, you know, one thing gives it away, she doesn't blink. I have to watch it. It's going downhill, she can pick up speed. I told my neighbours on both sides what I get up to because I realised that I was doing more photographs in the back garden and I didn't want them to think I was carrying corpses and burying them somewhere. So said, look, this is what I'm doing now. You may have noticed. And they said, oh, yes, we have wondered what you were doing with those young ladies, you know.
Although Dean feels comfortable around his dolls, not everyone feels the same.
My last wife, my children's mother, thinks I'm completely bonkers. And she keeps saying to me, Dean, you do realise that everybody at work thinks you're crazy? And I say, well, yeah, I don't care. So that seems to be the general opinion of my ex-wives, anyway.
But coming out to his kids is another matter altogether.
I realised there was a stigma attached, and so I was reluctant to talk to the kids about it. I've just fallen into it, and I can't stop it now.
But will Dean's confession ruin his relationship with his daughter?
Well, you've just done this thing that's really embarrassing and you haven't even talked to Zach and I about it.
In Miami, Florida, 37-year-old Elan and 27-year-old Kat have no apologies about their relationship.
I met Kat. I found my partner in crime.
He's hilarious, very intelligent, and I think we're just extremely compatible.
Elan and Kat met online 2 years ago and were the perfect match, as they both shared very specific desires.
Come in.
You know, as a bisexual woman, it's definitely important for me to be with a partner who is open to still letting me, you know, explore my interest in women.
My fantasy is 2 girls at the same time, and so we get to do that 2 or 3 times a week.
That's right. This loving couple likes to hook up with other women together a lot.
So when we first started dating, we were like insane. We would have 4 or 5 different girls come over every night.
Not every guy really wants that kind of relationship or is comfortable with it, so I was thrilled to find Elan.
And these two have a very impressive track record.
Since we've been together, I mean, we've been with over 100 partners. Our success rate is extremely high.
I've been living this lifestyle where I will only date a girl if she likes girls. I've had that solid rule for 8 years now.
Previously, Elan was in a monogamous marriage, but when that ended, he embarked on a new lifestyle and a new career.
I am a professional pickup artist. When you're single, don't compromise.
I have a proven method of meeting new women. I've developed this system over many years of going out and field testing, using my techniques and then coming home and analyzing.
I'm not a cheater. I'm not one of those guys that goes behind your backs and texts other girls.
Being socially acute is like having a magic power.
Now Elan has adapted his magic power so he can pick up women for both of them.
My system is broken up into many different categories. So we have direct, hey, you're really cute, how to come chat you up, you're totally my girlfriend's type. Indirect, I walk up to the group, and then I make friends with the group, and then I isolate the target, I see which one I like, and then I start talking to her, and then I have my girlfriend come, so it's indirect.
So he has it down in a way that's totally different than other people do it, and it works significantly better.
But there is a code of conduct that must be adhered to.
Our rules is that we only hook up with girls together.
There's no one set person who calls the shots.
Open communication, you know, we have no problem telling each other how we feel. And I think having a good foundation of rules is very important in a relationship.
Tonight, they're putting their well-rehearsed techniques into practice yet again. They have a first date with Ashley, who they met on a dating site.
All right, getting the scene ready. I mean, I guess other couples get really excited that they're having a girl over tonight, but I mean, we are excited ultimately, but it's just that we've been doing this for so long.
No, this is the third girl this week.
Everything ready, babe?
Put on my earrings.
All right.
Now we good to go.
All right, babe. Thanks. Ooh. All right. Hey, nice to finally meet you in person.
Kat and Elan are so confident in their abilities to bed a stranger, they can't wait for our cameras to capture the action.
So I don't know if you ever get this. You actually look like hotter in person than your pictures.
I'm so happy that I'm here, and I'm happy to meet you guys.
Aw.
I just moved to Florida, and ever since I've moved here, I've been going on a lot of dates. And I'm very I don't consider myself I don't know if I'm bisexual or a lesbian. So it's kind of I didn't know. I was just questioning myself about this being with a couple. Even though I'm fine with it. I love girls. It's weird for me.
Things are a bit weird for everyone, it seems.
So can I use your bathroom, guys?
Yeah, of course.
If Ashley isn't hot for Elan, how will this pickup artist's ego handle it?
What are your first impressions of him?
I think that's what you could do. I don't know.
She seemed just very, what I noticed, very relaxed, comfortable.
But how does Ashley feel about the date so far?
So basically, I'm just trying to see if this is something I really want to do.
Are you attracted to her?
I'm attracted to her a lot. She's really cool, and she's beautiful.
How about her boyfriend?
He's nice.
Wait, man.
We were just talking about you.
Really?
Only good things. Only good things.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay, just don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That leaves a lot of options.
Right?
They're just so into each other, and my girl feels comfortable because we've done this so many times, and you guys are really capturing a date that we're having very well.
You're so cute. I feel we have a good vibe.
You do. Yeah.
As the date heats up for Ashley and Kat, Elan still thinks he has a chance.
You gotta keep the hair off the lips. All right, I'm ready.
In Miami, Florida, Elan is a professional pickup artist.
I have a proven method of meeting new women.
And with his beautiful secret weapon, girlfriend Kat, they pick up women together.
Our success rate is extremely high.
Tonight, they have a first date with Ashley. But she doesn't seem that into Elan.
She's beautiful.
How about her boyfriend?
He's nice.
But Elan seems clueless.
So you're happy with how everything is progressing?
Yeah. They're feeling real comfortable. They're being all chatty and good. So we might just hang out and talk and chat and laugh and, have a few drinks and get it on, maybe.
All right, I'm ready.
Meanwhile, things are heating up in the kitchen.
You're so cute. I feel we have a good vibe.
You do. Yeah, you're really beautiful.
Is this what you guys are doing when I'm gone?
Yeah.
Is this what you guys are doing? That was hot. Look at it. Bathroom breaks like that. Fine. I'll subscribe to that. I approve.
Elan makes one more attempt to make this twosome a threesome.
Then.
But Smack Daddy's try lands with a thud. The pro has been sidelined, and his ego's taking a hit.
I'm chill like having a drink right now.
I'm going to take a quick tinkle break.
Persistent Elan's determined to put this date back on track.
Your girlfriend's really something else. I like it.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Seems Ashley only has eyes for Kat. Although Elan is trying his best, Ashley just isn't into him.
Bye. See you soon, Mom.
Elan's ego is bruised, but Kat has a plan to turn the night around.
We're feeling good. Why don't we go out and meet someone new?
Let's do it, babe. I'm gonna be social.
All right, let's
Let's
go.
do it.
Dating duds don't happen often because in their 2 years together, there's been more hits than misses with their approach.
Both of us really identified exactly the kind of person we want to be with and what's important to us.
And we both have the same taste in women.
So confident in their abilities, Elan is expanding his repertoire.
A professional pickup artist is a person that coaches men generally, but I coach couples as well.
It's another night and another chance for Elan and Kat to put their pickup routine into practice. And they've invited one of their trainee couples over, intending to bring their newbie energy out on the town with them. But is one of their students going to put a damper on yet another evening?
The thing is, I like girls, but I'm kind of concerned. I have some issues.
In Los Angeles, budding actress Autumn is currently in a relationship with Italian boyfriend Michael.
Michael and I met. He was just visiting from Italy.
I immediately like her. She is very beautiful. My first question was, are you a top model?
This couple didn't want the holiday romance to end.
I went back to Italy for 6 months, and we have just talked through Facebook or Skype.
It was really hard on us, the long distance.
And then after 6 months, I came back, and we have immediately started to live together and have a relationship together.
But recently, their relationship has been rocked by Autumn's spicy new career. Meet Goddess Autumn.
I am a giantess actress and a fetish model.
Yep, some men prefer their women's feet big, giant-sized big.
I know this is what you guys are really here for. I answered an ad for an actress with big feet, and I have a size 12 foot. So I was like, okay, I'll try it.
There's no tiptoeing around the fact that being dominated by a big, barefooted babe gets lots of guys hot.
There's the toes. These babies are a hot commodity.
But Autumn's feet weren't always something she bragged about.
When I was younger, my dad, he always used to call me Bigfoot. I was really skinny, with big hands and big feet, and just kind of awkward. Yeah, it was hard. And even in high school, I got bullied.
Now, Autumn has turned her big feet into her biggest asset.
I am making some little tiny people so I can crush them. I have had a couple crush video requests. You leave me for her? Are you kidding me? There's definitely, a sexual element to it. I think you deserve is to be crushed. If my fans are into foot fetish, then I generally refer to them as foot boys. And then if my fans are into giantess, then they're my tiny slaves. I hope you had a chance to say goodbye to your skanky girlfriend.
For Autumn's parents, is this job a step too far?
They were supportive, but a little concerned. I think they just wanted to make sure that I was being safe.
But adoring boyfriend Michael is struggling to accept her new line of work and has set some boundaries.
He said as long as I wasn't talking to people, it was fine.
When I have agreed, we were talking just about pictures and videos.
So when she took the fetish one step further...
What's your favorite part? The meaty part? That? The ball of my foot.
Holding live video chat sessions, she knew she was pushing Michael's limits.
Do you like big feet? Long toes? Like mine? We love each other a lot. He just gets hurtful when he feels like I'm giving too much attention to people.
Upset by this new development, Michael moved out of the home they shared, but he's hoping they can get their relationship back on track.
Before, we were planning to get married, and now everything is changed. We need to figure it out, this new thing. When I moved out, was very difficult because it was a step back. I mean, hopefully we will get married, yeah. It's still on my plans.
But if Michael was upset with Autumn making videos and talking to her clients, how will he feel when she finally admits to scheduling live, in-person sessions with her fans?
I think that he could potentially end the relationship. It's hard because I do love him very much.
In the UK, retired psychiatric nurse Dean shares his house with 12 love dolls, who've now taken over his home and his heart.
You like her?
Mm-hmm.
She's got a metal skeleton, but she can't walk.
Yeah, I know that.
No, not yet.
But does Dean's passion for his dolls extend beyond the photography?
The media keeps using the term sex doll. That immediately limits them to that function. And so I hate that term, I don't use it.
You have had a physical relationship with one of like some of the dolls?
Well, I wasn't going to talk about that. I mean, I don't with all my dolls. What I would say is I feel very fond of Sarah, my first one.
We'll take that as a yes then, Dean.
I see her as I don't know what the word is to use. I nearly said person, but she's not a person. But she did open the door to what I do now.
But now that Dean has 12 dolls vying for his attention, do they ever get jealous?
You know, I can say, oh, you know, Sarah's not happy about something. That she's pissed off with me because I took Magda out today, not her, and she's been around for 3 years. Why wasn't it her? You know, it's me. It's my brain planning all this stuff. I'm aware of that.
Dean's dolls filled a void in his life and stopped him from feeling lonely after he got divorced for the second time.
I do understand that some people, when they see them, they find them creepy at first. I don't get it myself because I just see them for what they are. I think they're beautiful works of art. I mean, Magda here, I think she's beautiful.
And they soon became much more than just dolls.
The question of me personalising the dolls, it's unavoidable. I mean, I think I resisted it to begin with, but at the same time, they were firing my imaginative juices, and so I gave into it.
In the early days, Dean kept his doll fetish a secret.
I'd taken a few pictures of Sarah that I was really quite pleased with. A friend of mine, Philippa, who came round, and she said, oh, who's that? I bottled out, and I said, oh, it's just a girl from work that I knew. And she didn't think any more of it, so I thought, oh, I got away with that. That, in a sense, emboldened me then. Had them around the house, and obviously they got noticed.
Dean's carelessness meant he had to speak to his children about his secret companions.
I realised there was a stigma attached, and so I was reluctant to talk to the kids about it for some months. And that's one thing I do feel a bit bad about, really. I should have trusted them. I don't want to gloss over it. I mean, it was when we talked about it that day, it was also quite upsetting because I hadn't admitted to the kids how lonely I was feeling at times.
That conversation sent shockwaves through the family.
Hello?
Hello?
Do come in.
And now that time has passed, Dean wants to know if all is forgiven.
I knew for ages that you were doing this, but you know, you thought you were getting away with it, you weren't. You put the pictures up and they were so obviously dolls, and to me they did not look like.
Yeah, I think I was probably kidding myself to a degree there.
Yeah.
I thought that they could be a person, but looking back, I mean, Sarah, of all the dolls I've got, she probably looks more like a love doll than all the others put together. But I think I was filtering that out at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was getting such a buzz out of it that I just wanted it to be something else, you know, and so I was kidding myself.
I think just turning 17 and seeing you put the pictures of Sarah on the mantelpiece, and it was playing back in my head thinking, oh wow, my dad owns a sex doll somewhere. And then Zach and I had a talk about it. I said, how long have you known? He went, oh, a while. I was upset and hurt because I thought, well, you've just done this thing that's really embarrassing and you haven't even talked to Zach and I about it. Almost angry about it because it made me realise you don't like to think of your parent as lonely or sad ever. And it made me feel bad thinking, have I not done enough?
I played along with that and, you know, myself because I didn't want you to know that I felt lonely.
But the turning point was thinking, I don't have to like it, I just have to not be horrible about it. And then gradually, from just accepting it, I actually kind of liked it.
With Rhiannon's seal of approval, Dad Dean doesn't need to feel guilty about his dolls anymore.
Might sit like that.
No, it'll be uncomfortable, I think.
If you changed this and found a partner, I think you'd be unhappy. You'd feel like something was lost because you don't have this.
I mean, I've been married twice, got 2 lovely kids. I'm not looking for that kind of relationship now, so I've gone so far down this road that it is kind of what defines me now. You know, I couldn't give that up. So if I met somebody and they said, oh, you'll have to stop that, I'd just wave them goodbye.
That's right, Dean has already found the love of his life. All 12 of them. And he's got Sarah to thank for it all.
I ordered Sarah and she came, and then I thought, oh, okay, what on earth have I done? You know, but I'm so glad that I did. And, you know, looking back, I should have done it before, really, because then I got a taste for it and I wanted more. I ended up with 12, and probably more on the way. I'll have to have a bigger house.
In Florida, pickup artist Elan and his girlfriend Kat now teach other couples how to pick up women for threesomes.
They reached out about teaching them how to meet more girls together. Hey guys. And so I'm gonna give them a lesson and you guys will see me in action.
Training couples boosts their own sexual confidence, so they eagerly begin with Lesson 101 for new students Erica and Tyler.
Erica and I have been dating for 2.5 years, you know. We're both into, I guess, I don't know if you call it alternative relationships, you know. I mean, I like girls, she likes girls. We heard about you guys through a friend of a friend.
Now that we were able to actually openly talk about it, we decided that we should probably go to somebody that knows better to maybe give us some advice.
It's always kind of been like, how do you navigate the blurred lines, you know?
It's like stop the jealousy. Like, kind of got that vibe from when you were reaching out. And
the thing is, I like girls, but I'm kind of concerned. I have some issues where I feel like, like if we're maybe being with somebody and then I kind of step out of the room, I'm just scared like something's gonna happen, and I would like to be included into that. I would like to only be able to trust him that if I leave, he's only gonna be with me.
I know that, let's say she goes to the bathroom and I'm alone with the other girl, I'm like, hey, so how's the weather? I have that barrier.
That's perfect.
That's kind of what you want, right?
Yeah, that would make me feel a lot better.
You try to meet the girl or you try to meet the girl?
What avenues
It's
have you tried?
so like on, you know, whatever happens. There's no structure to it right now.
Right.
Most couples, the girl does the approach. What I preach is that the guy approaches.
Really?
Right. I'll show you that right now.
Walk this way, and then we'll approach you.
Hey, I normally don't approach me like this ever, but you're really cute, and my girlfriend thought you're really classy. I should have come approach you and say hi. That's right here. Her name's Kat.
I'm Kat. What's your name? Erica, nice to meet you.
Besides being cute, are you single and like girls?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Lucky day.
Are you single and like girls? So she's like, yes.
And there was a
yes.
compliment in there too, yeah.
And if she's like, no, I'm straight and married, I'm like, oh, respect, have a good night. You know? And a lot of times, like, you just made my night, you made me feel beautiful. I don't get compliments like this. Or, like, you have like an awesome, like, date for the night or another night.
So what's the next step?
Should we go out and try this?
Yeah, let's go. Team.
It's time for Erica and Tyler to try out their new skills, and for Elan and Kat to get off on the thrill of taking their sexy techniques to the streets.
Besides being cute and amazing energy, do you like girls too?
But under pressure to perform, can Elan demonstrate a successful pickup?
No.
It's a hard no.
Dean loves spending time in the company of his 12 sex dolls.
I'm sure a psychologist would have lots to say about it, but I don't think it's a harmful delusion. And there's a whole plethora of reasons why somebody could want to have a doll. For photography, yeah, like I do. And sure, for sex too.
So it stays in your bed then?
No. There's a couple that do sleep on top of the bed purely because they don't stand.
In LA, it's business as usual for foot fetish model Autumn.
Hi. Pedicure, please?
Keeping her foot fans happy is part of the day-to-day.
I generally get a pedicure every 2 to 3 weeks. My foot boys gift me the pedicure, so, you know, if I didn't have that, I'd probably be spending like at least like $100 a month.
But as Autumn embraces her career, her relationship with boyfriend Michael is coming under pressure.
Start to be a little bit weird. For me, it's very hard to accept this.
Michael has no clue. Autumn is actually taking her business a step further. Today, she's got a $250 60-minute foot worship session in person.
It's time for you to take off my shoes. I don't think that Michael will support me meeting with the foot boys because I think to him it feels like I'm cheating. Since I started meeting people in person, it's definitely made me feel more normal about it. I feel powerful and just like I could do anything. I'm not trying to be someone I'm not, and I'm proud of what I do.
Autumn realizes it's time to have an honest chat with Michael.
My relationship with Michael has been impacted by my work doing fetish modeling, and I was hoping that it would affect it positively, that we could do something together, work together. I mean, I love the idea of these husband-wife teams. I guess for him, hopefully he's not too shocked, but I think he probably is going to be. We'll see.
She's arranged a date in a local cafe.
I am nervous about what she has to say. Hi.
Hi. Oh, thanks for coming.
No problem. How are you?
I'm really busy. I was making all the little, like, you know, people out of the model magic stuff.
Oh, for your giant test?
For the giantess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, does it still bother you at all?
Sometimes. You know, I came from a small town and it's a little bit weird for me.
What's weird?
They have these fantasies on you, so I'm trying to understand it and...
You know, I did want to talk to you about expanding the business. You know, taking on clients and things like that.
What do you mean?
Well, like foot worship sessions. Meeting people in person.
And what are you gonna do?
Well, like foot massage and, you know, they might kiss my feet and... There's no nudity or sex or anything like that involved. But it pays really well, and I do get a lot of requests for it. I'm supposed to do one tomorrow.
Okay. Now, I honestly don't know what to say. I think I can go now.
If you want to go, you can.
Will Michael's love be enough to overcome this bombshell?
The part that bothers me is that there is gonna be contact with another man, like kissing and massaging. So this is something, another level. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can agree with these terms. I need to think about it, yeah.
After some soul-searching, Michael has made up his mind.
Last night, Michael called me to discuss our chat earlier in the day. Kind of gave me an ultimatum, like, stop and be with me, or don't stop and lose me.
Now it's decision time for Autumn.
Regardless of what Michael says, I'm doing the giantess and foot fetish work for myself. It makes me happy, I enjoy doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it, and that's it. I am optimistic that there are plenty of people out there that would be more than happy to be with the giantess goddess. Hey, I'm a pretty good catch. Goodbye.
In Miami, Elan and Kat are getting off on teaching newcomers Eric and Tyler how to pick up girls together.
I've been teaching cold approach pickup, how to talk to people cold and get to meet people on the street for 8 years now.
But do they worry about giving their competition a helping hand?
I don't really think anyone can compete with us. But no, I mean, I'm joking, but kind of.
Elan wants his students to master his technique for a cold approach pickup tonight.
So what are our objectives?
Is this us doing a quick approach, and then I want you guys to approach after us.
Sure.
Elan springs into action.
My girlfriend thought that you're really classy and like beautiful.
Okay.
Do you like girls too?
No.
Oh, respect. Are you single and like girls?
I am not single. I'm sorry.
We like girls.
Seems that persistence is the name of this game.
Besides being cute and amazing energy, do you like girls too? Oh, you're not gonna call us like 3 in the morning like a crazy person.
I won't call you. See you later.
Night night.
Bye.
Success! In perfect partnership, Hot Cat seals the deal with a phone number. Feeling nervous, Tyler tries a practice run.
Hold on, give me a second. All right. You look more like the chorizo type, not carne asada. Tacos. You're actually really cute. Do you like girls and are you single?
Yes.
But it doesn't count if you pick up your own girlfriend.
I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good?
Elan wants Tyler to test his technique for real.
You run up, and then afterwards, she's gonna come right back.
Yeah.
Right back, just like we did before. And she's gonna say, "So, who's your new friend, baby?"
Okay. Let's do it. Yo, flower girl. What is this?
I saw roses.
Like, I thought, like, you were so attractive that somebody just gave you this bushel of roses.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm here with my girlfriend. This is Erica.
I give you a flower.
Yeah. The one that got away. All right, swing it.
You ready for tonight?
Let's do that again. Like, hey, my girlfriend thinks you're beautiful, and then the girl's like, hey, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, you're really good. And like, we should exchange numbers and hang out sometime, and just get the number.
Perfect. Hey, excuse me. This is my girlfriend, Erica. Yeah. So you girls look like really cute, and we're going to like level 2 later. Habla inglés? Un poquito. Okay. Erica, tú hablas inglés. Español, sí.
Venir allá level 2.
Voy a la level 2, sí. Tu número de teléfono.
Okay, 646.
I call you. ¿Sí?
Okay. Bueno, mucho gusto. Gracias. Chao. Bye.
All right, so that was awesome.
Luckily for me. Hey, but he's pretty good.
I was flexing.
You guys got the number.
Yeah.
That was really
I was
good.
flexing my un poquito español.
I was dying watching you guys like flirt with her.
That was perfect. You look so comfortable.
That was,
With their coaches cheering them on, they get right back into the game.
Oh, my girlfriend was over there. I just thought you were cute. We just wanted to come over and say what's up to you. Are you meeting up with some people? Like, oh yeah, we're going to level 2 later if you want to like.
Oh, I was just there.
Swing back. This is Erica. I'm Tyler.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I think they totally have it down just because he was really friendly when he just did the approach.
Do you have like Instagram or something? Let me hit you up. Yes. Add yourself on here.
Okay.
Oh man, you're the one finger type.
Hit me up, guys. I'm gonna go back.
What's your name?
Sophia.
Eric.
Nice to meet you.
Tyler, I mean. Let's do it.
That was great.
That was awesome. You approached her, then you did. That was really good.
The interactions felt like so normal, so natural, you know, and I like that.
I feel you guys enjoyed the process. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed you guys enjoying the process. Dude, that was awesome, dude.
Good meeting you guys.
Dude, you're so amazing. You're like the fastest learner.
Confidence restored, Kat and Elan bond over their shared success.
That was amazing. And it was so natural for them. They had an amazing time and just went right into it and got some good numbers and had a fun night.
Looks like their students have learned the most important lesson from Elan and Kat's happy relationship. The couple that swings together stays together.
I was blown away by this, I don't want to say success, but their enjoyment of the process.
Right. Really good dynamic.